Alright, for this workshop tip, I'm going to talk about paint storage. I saw this before, and this is not really a new idea. I'll just kind of show you what I did. This is a nail polish rack that I purchased off Amazon. This is the first one I got, and as you can see I have paints up top, I have paints over here, I have paints laying around, I got paints down there, so I decided to buy another one to put right next to it. So what I did was I went back to Amazon, bought a different one, and I'll have all the part numbers and everything down below in the description. This is the second one I bought. Again, it's listed as a nail polish station. And this one here, the difference being the first one I bought was $39, and the second one I bought here is $29. Okay. Now the build quality on this one isn't, I can tell it's a little bit different. So if you're really concerned with, how things look, you might want to consider the $39 one. It just seems the assembly's a little cleaner. There isn't as much glue residue and whatnot, from the acrylic when they glued it together. On this one there is, I don't know how well it's going to show up, but I can tell it's not quite the same quality of construction, but it's all together. It wasn't broken, cracked, damaged in any way. A lot of the Amazon reviews, people say they got things broken, but it came through fine. It was packed fairly well. It was packed in this box. This is just how it came, but it had, styrofoam inside it, protecting it, and what's nice, it also had on the back this heavy duty, it's not really cardboard, almost like a heavier board that I'm going to keep. That's why I have it out. That could be used for painting, for when you need a, kind of a junk surface to use, so I'll keep that. You can always take that box and cut it up too and use the heavy duty cardboard as the same thing, when you're spraying around a backdrop or you want to protect stuff. So, now this newer one does come with hardware, with this little small stuff for mounting. I'm not going to use that. Out to my workbench, and I have some heavier duty wall anchors with slightly heavier hardware, just to be safe. I mean, it's only paint. I know it's designed for nail polish, and paint's probably about the same weight, so I don't think it's going to fall, but I had these. Now, I did have to enlarge the mounting holes slightly so that the hardware would fit. So I just carefully drilled those out with a 11/64 bit, I believe. Let me just double check that here. Yes, that is correct. 11/64 bit, just to drill out the holes so the hardware will fit. Only had 2 at the top, so I added 2 more at the bottom here, here, and here. Not real scientific, just kind of put them where I drilled a smaller pilot hole before drilling with a larger one, just so I wouldn't crack the acrylic. So, got those ready to go, and going to get it up and mounted, and we'll see what it looks like next to the other one. Alright, there it is. Got it installed, and seems pretty sturdy. And just some other FYIs, in the top row you can see I put a bunch of the craft paints. They fit okay, only on the top row. They won't quite fit because of the distance between the shelves. So craft paints, I'm probably going to use the top row for that. If you have Woodland Scenics or similar some other pigments, they will not fit. Okay, it's a little bit too wide. I suppose you could set them in there in the top row if you wanted to, but they won't fit down in there. Obviously the Vallejo paints fit. The Tamiya paints, if you have those, this is the 1/3 ounce 10 milliliter pot. They fit fine. However, the Tamiya, the larger ones, this is the, excuse me while I read this with my glasses on, this is the 23 milliliter pot. Okay, that won't fit in there. Things like adhesive, if you got some of the various Plastruct glues and whatnot, they will not quite fit. Oops. Won't quite fit. So for me, I'm kind of keeping all my adhesives over here. Now obviously things like the microfoil set and the various micro scale stuff, they'll fit there quite nicely. So the measurement of the shelf itself, and I did this with a scale, it's coming out right about 1 7/16 inches, just below a half. It's probably not going to be too legible with my terrible light here. But that's about what it is. I just took it and went to the inside of the shelf. And it's about 1 7/16 inches. So not quite 1.5 inches. I think they advertise 1.5 inches. But I'm getting just below that. But that's okay. I'm going to put the paints I have laying around now. Mostly the Vallejo and some ammo of MIG products. I want to get them installed in there. I have a bunch. I had another little shelf here on the side for some other stuff. This is kind of all weathering type stuff, rust and earth effects and everything. So I need to organize this a little bit. But like I said, down below I'll put all the part numbers for the 2 different shelves. They are 2 different ones. Very, very similar. You can see right in here it's a little bit different across the 2 manufacturers, just how it's shaped up here. And you can see the shelves look to be off a little bit, maybe slight a bit. I try to get it as close as possible, but and the new one I got does come with this nice little polish station sign that we're not going to use. But if you wanted to be really pretty about it, you could always put a nice little. Now it's a paint station or weathering station. Okay, but so I'm not going to use that. But it came with it, so I don't know. Well, there we go. So now it's time to get, like all the other paints that are laying around here on the workbench, installed. I don't know, some of these fun and fancy. These can be used for water effects. They might be, just fits on the top shelf. Again, some of them are going to fit okay on the top shelf, but because of the height of the shelves, some of the taller bottles aren't going to fit. So there you go. Storage, nail polish racks for storage. Again, not a new novel idea, but just wanted to show you if you're interested in what we're doing here and what fits, what doesn't fit. And you can see I got about, how many I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of the craft paints will fit across the top. Same on this side. Couldn't quite get the 15th one in there on this side. I guess you could set it there, but it's not, I'm not going to do it. So 14 of those, and you can kind of see how the other items fit. Some Vallejo washes, chipping effects. There's some of the Vallejo pigments and powders. So it needs to be organized because I had things kind of shoved in there. But so there you go. Workshop tip, kind of what we did, what we're going to do here for paint and weathering products and pigment storage.